I'm going to share my desktop. So I was up here on Truckers Report.
Oh, that's cool.
Did you ever go up here?
I've never been on it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So you go to thetruckersreport.com, and then you go to click on forum. If you scroll down, since we're all about car hauling, here's the Car Hauler and Auto Carrier Trucking Forum. This is where you want to be. Click on that, and there are a lot of people up here there's threads and conversations. Right away, you start to see headlines that grab your attention. I'm a member here. I am What's Up, Das Up, which was something one of my drivers was saying a lot several years ago, so that was my name. So I'm going to reply to this guy. Also, check out Orion. I'm a Bobtail member. I don't know what that means. Here, let's reply to this guy. How do you get started in the car hauling business? How much experience is required? What can you expect as a newbie? Is the business predominantly owner-ops, or are there good companies to work for? Go work for somebody? Go drive with somebody? What do you say?
I agree. I think getting on at a company, even if you're just in the yard, help load and unload. I mean, that's all their risk at that point. I learn every day. I mean, especially when we change trailers or trucks, or even every piece of equipment or every vehicle we load is different. So you learn something every day. I think starting with somebody else is the best way to do it. Learn it. Hell, make $10 an hour and learn something. It's better than paying for going to college and trying to learn. They say that auto hauling school was $6,000. You went in and made $10 an hour. That's $20,000 a year you made, learning something. I mean, they're paying you. That's how it is.
Look at this. Any auto transport training schools? And this was interesting. nationaltrainingschools.edu, and this guy says they canceled their car hauler program.
Hard thing to teach, I think. I believe, there's so many variations in the equipment. I mean, if you think about it, it just like, say, pick any trailer. You could pick a 4-car, you could pick a 7-car. There's about 7 different versions of the 7-car trailer. I guess you could teach basic loading skills, loading options, but then some of that's even varied. There's the chains, the over the wheel, behind the wheel straps. It'd be an interesting course. I think it would be interesting. I maybe should start one.
I think you're on the right track. Did you know about I think it's called Auto Hauler University?
Maybe we should tie that in to this.
So nobody has an auto hauler. If they canceled theirs, well, that's a CDL course though.
CDL, they're just teaching a CDL. And I've noticed with this is that most people get in this business because they already know somebody that's in this business. I mean, there's a lot of questions I get asked all the time. I had 2 people talk to me today about it. Ins and outs of a car hauler.
See, and this guy, this is just I think this is, have you ever heard of Trainer James?
No.
Yeah, this is Trainer James. I thought so. Trainer James has been around a long time. I mean, look at this. I don't know how many videos he's got. Look how many subscribers he's got.
Got a lot.
Yeah.
There's one over here on the side that says day 2 as a car hauler and more problems.
Okay, this is Golden Child, an owner-operator, and he talks about, he actually has a book. The guy wrote a book, and he talks about how to obtain wealth in 30 days. So he's a motivational guy as well.
Gotcha.
Martin Peterson. So he's not just a trucker. I think the most prolific car hauling YouTuber is Serge the Car Hauler. I mean, half of his videos are kind of just a day in the life. He shoots videos at different locations he goes to, people he meets. You know how it is when you're on the road forever. You just kind of, what?
Right. Yeah, that's interesting. I might watch that one. Huh.
Some of the ones that I have found that I find really interesting.
I personally don't know how long it'll take to get a lot of that resolved, if they will even get it resolved. But I think hopefully they don't have crises before they have somebody in there to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like we were talking about the fuel and the food, and I did see where they have they already have an exemption for cattle haulers already, because that cattle can only be in a truck for, I think it's like 20 hours, or I don't remember what it is, but they have to get them out and walk them and things like that. So
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hadn't thought of some of that stuff. Well, I think one of the things that, have you looked at, like, let's see, I mean, I don't know who's going to do this, but you can download, there's a document, the PDF that explains all the aspects of ELDs, of course, is like, I don't know, I want to say a few hundred pages.
yeah, and that's as of at the moment
Here
until
we
they.
go. Here we go. All right, so yeah, let's see how long this is. Oh, it's 126 pages. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, at 6 point font.
Which
Okay.
exactly back to what I said in our last conversation about compliance departments. A guy like me, as an owner-operator, I'm running for 5-6 days, and then my other day I'm working on the truck. And then on my downtime, I'm supposed to keep up with 126 pages of ELD compliance. I mean,
I think if you're fully compliant, then you should have the time to skim and peruse this while you're sitting there for 10 hours, dying to get back on the road.
what is that, like 9 cartridges of ink, maybe possibly?
Right. Hey, honey, what page was I on? I am still scrolling.
Notice the date on that was 2015. So that's old literature that they wrote. It'll get updated and changed, I'm sure, by 2018. It would have to.
Here we go. Oh my gosh. It took me to page 111 before I even got to see this simple diagram. This is an electronic log, right?
Yep.
Here you are. So you have 4 settings: off-duty, sleeper, driving, on-duty. Right from the get-go, the problem is, I mean, I guess you're in one of these 4.
Well,
but that's right. I mean, aren't there exceptions?
Yeah, that's usually probably like a team driver or someone in the semi-truck.
Maybe what we need to do, we need to get an interview with a DOT ELD expert, right?
That'd be interesting. Is there an ELD expert? DOT?
Well, unfortunately, in mid-December, we're all going to have to be ELD experts.
Yeah, they'll probably be the last ones being experts at it.
Or you're going to be category number 1 off-duty permanently. There's a lot, man. There's the amount of information and education it's going to take to be a car hauler is going up.
I think we're going to learn something together on this. I mean, it's a good thing. It's definitely interesting because it's going to affect all of us. And it's not even just really the car haulers, but on the car hauling end, you got a lot of guys out there who just pick up trucks and trailers that are going to have to get a real good education real quick, I guess.